Hey everybody, I'm back. I was on holiday in Edinburgh for 5 days. Clearly I've returned, hence why this video is coming up. We've also got a new camera setup. You get to see how god awful I actually look. My hair also looks like complete shit, which doesn't really help the matter. But yeah, I'm using my phone camera, which is better than my £50 camera, which is slightly annoying considering the thing did cost £50. But hey ho, better quality for you. Maybe you don't think it's better quality. I've also had a haircut, which is probably why I look like complete shit, but you know, that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. So anyway, I got some really good manga while I was away, but I'll cover that in the August pickups video. And for now, we're going to talk about a new manga series that's published. So Shonen Jump have been releasing these 3 new manga series to debut in their, their weekly comic, basically. And one of them is The Promised Neverland, which is quite interesting. 2 chapters have came out. It's weekly. About 70 pages, which is a decent enough amount of pages to gauge what the story is. It's not, fully like, we don't have a grand scheme of how things are going to progress, but we can basically say, it's now a good point to jump in if the premise interests you. I mean, it's hard to tell where the story will go, but regardless, I thought I'd talk about it so you can get an idea of whether or not this is a story you want to get into or you want to, avoid. There's also another one that is produced by the assistant of the creator of One Piece and Boku no Hero Academia. That one's monthly, and I'm not going to cover that at the moment. There's not that much I can really think of to say about it. Sorry about the light, I'm not sure what to do about that. It is incredibly irritating though. Let me try and do this. There we go. So I don't look like half my fucking face is like covered in radiation or something. But yeah, Promised Neverland is basically an orphanage. There are all these kids at this orphanage, and they play around, they, learn a bit, they play with their toys, they play with each other, they have a good time, and they've got a foster parent who they absolutely, adore. And everything looks pretty damn good for them. Of course, things aren't what they seem, or else this would be a pretty shitty slice of life story, which I'm not into in any way, shape, or form. So, want to guess what the big twist is? It's a farm. That's right, folks. These people are being bred, and then they're getting the axe, slaughtered for these really weird monsters that live outside of the farm. The initial premise I thought was quite interesting. Apparently, this isn't that original, which is news to me. I've never seen anything like humans being treated as livestock, and it's an interesting thing to think about because at the end of the day, compare us to, pigs. We're smarter than pigs. We don't have the same emotional attachment to pigs as we would to other humans. So when we, have these farms where we put pigs to slaughter and other animals, other livestock, cattle and all that, we don't bat an eye. So what's interesting about something like this is there's this other life form on this planet that's clearly, above humans. They look absolutely terrifying. They could probably slaughter humans in a mere second. And yeah, they're basically, humans aren't at the top of the food chain in this world, which poses an interesting question. Humans, we eat a hell of a lot of life forms because we are, the top dog basically. And if we're not at the top, if we're not the top dog, we get eaten. It's interesting to look back on our hypocrisy basically. We're like, oh my god, they're killing children. This is insane. And remember, oh wait, we kill animals all the time. So from that standpoint, it's quite interesting. Apparently this isn't that interesting a concept. It's been done many times before, which shouldn't really surprise me because it seems like something that it doesn't seem that hugely original, but I've never seen a story like this. So for me at least, I'm interested to see where this goes. For someone that's seen, loads and loads and loads and loads of stories like this, maybe it won't be, and I can totally understand that. For me at least, I've not seen a story like this. I'm interested to see where it goes. The kids are still on the farm at the moment. They've not managed to get off. I imagine that'll happen in the next couple of chapters and we'll get to see the full scope of this world. But for now, they're still here in this farm. It's interesting. The only thing is whether or not it'll stay and remain in Shonen Jump. Shonen Jump's not an overly gory manga. I'm really surprised that JoJo used to be in Shonen Jump and it has left Shonen Jump since then, presumably because it got too extreme or something, and now it's in the monthly edition. Shonen Jump don't normally like gory manga, normally like it be toned down. This is gory, this is quite dark and brutal from the 2 chapters I've seen. and it's got a weird cast where they're 11-year-olds, which isn't really the type of age you'd expect protagonists to be, so that, you know, the audience can like relate to these characters. If they're teenagers normally, since Shonen Jump is meant for 15-year-olds, if characters are in their teens, they can be related to more. So 11 years old is a quite weird age rating for these cast members to be, since when they get to 12 they get sent away to foster parents where they actually get killed, which is slightly gruesome. So whether or not this will stay in Shonen Jump or get axed after 10 weeks isn't to be known. I think it'll get axed personally, but who knows. It'd be kind of shitty if that happened, but if you've followed manga at all recently, you'd know that Shonen Jump do like doing shitty things, such as when they axed, when they've essentially axed Bleach. They've rushed Bleach to hell recently to get it to its conclusion, which is next week, I believe. So yeah, they're known to be doing some pretty shitty things. This shouldn't be a real surprise to anybody that they would axe a series, you know, after 10 weeks, which is a shame for people that get invested in it. But hopefully it continues. I'm going to keep reading it, not going to review it or anything. Seems pretty interesting. If it appeals to you, you know, go read it. I believe you can purchase it legally from Viz Media or something, I don't know. But yeah, that's that. See you later, folks.